तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहं श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति भूरिदा जनाः. The form and formless aspect of God is being discussed. M wants lot of clarity regarding God with form and without form. We'll go ahead. Kabir Das was strongly inclined to the formless God. At the mention of Krishna's name, he would say, "Why should I worship him?" The gopis would clap their hands while he performed a monkey dance with a smile. But I accept God with form when I am in the company of the people who believe in that ideal. And I also agree with those who believe in the formless God. The Sri Ramakrishna used to say, God is without any limitation. Repeatedly, the main definition of God in Hinduism and as the ultimate reality and as a part of realization of various people from ancient times who have transcended the nature and entered into the realm beyond, have experienced God in various forms, various ways, various paths. From that, finally it comes to a conclusion. Sri Ramakrishna says, God is limitless. He can take any form, he can dissolve any form any time. He can remain without form eternally. Here and there you can see in the ocean, though the water and water alone is there, because of excessive cold, there are regions in this world where ice never melt. Like that, there are eternal state of existence of form, and this form is for the devotees who approach God in that aspect. Sri Ramakrishna says, those who are inclined towards the form and accept that ideal of God as form, I agree with them and I will be in the same state when I meet them. But I accept with form when I am in the company of people who believe in that ideal. Amidst them, he emphasizes, makes it clear, makes them achieve their goal, giving full strength. I have seen God, I have seen God in the form. You go ahead. What all they need, the support from backing. What are the hurdles that they have to pass, cross over? What are the pitfalls they face on the path, and how the journey will be, and ultimate goal, and how they can reach that goal, and what will be the experiences, everything will be defining. Similarly, I also agree with those who believe in the formless God. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, God reveals each soul the way in which he approaches. Each person passing through the various lives in various ways passes through and gathers so many experiences. Lives after lives, what all we have experienced in our existence. I am the sum total of all that now. I have acquired certain tendencies. I have acquired certain knowledge. And when I approach God also, I am guided by my past. I am the balance sheet of entire past. Every moment the balance sheet goes on changing. Because what I gain, what I throw away will be decided by the balance sheet. So here I see each person has his own understanding, his own tendencies, his own propensities, his own way of thinking. So what happens is, when we approach God, we have certain expectations from God, certain way of looking at God, and certain way of approaching God. And the same way God responds to that call and fulfills that desire. Now, I want to see God as Rama, and Rama too as a child. I want to see Krishna, or another person wants to see Krishna, and he wants to see Krishna not as a baby Krishna, but as the Lord in the Mahabharata war. How he would be with Arjuna as a charioteer. So when passing through various things, I acquire certain qualities and I start liking certain things, and with which I become intimate. I like Krishna in this aspect, I like Rama in this aspect, I like Durga in that aspect. So particular aspect of approaching towards the divine we cultivate. And God is not limited by anything. He responds to that call and reaches is the main thing Swami presents in the Parliament of Religion, which transforms the whole world. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stateva bhajamyaham mama vartmani vartante manusha partha sarvasha. As the people approach, so I reach them. Ye yatha mam prapadyante tam stateva bhajamyaham. As they approach me, so I respond to them. Somebody approaches me as his father or her father, I go to him, that person as father. Somebody approaches me as their child, I reach them as child. Somebody approaches me as the Lord of the universe, and I do go to them as the Lord of the universe. So whatever way they approach me. Now, Sri Ramakrishna says, he gives a beautiful example of a tree. On tree, there will be a chameleon. People passing will be seeing. It can display any color in which the background color is merges in. So when it is on a ripe leaf, you will see it yellowish. When it is on green, tender leaf, you will see it green. It is according to the background. It's camouflage. And then on the bark, it is a different color. When it is moving about on the ground, it has the color of the ground. So it is changing color every moment according to the background in which it is moving about. Some people will be going, they see that chameleon and they go and tell, oh, I saw a huge chameleon near the tree. It was of this color. The other person says, no, I have seen. It was of some other color. He says, one is saying green, other is saying yellow, another is saying, no, it is mud color. Various colors they are fighting about. And these quarrels going on. And finally a person passing, he asks, what are you fighting about? What are you arguing about? They tell him. He says, I am staying below that tree. I see that all of what you are saying, each one of what you are saying is true. It goes on changing its color according to the background in which it moves about. And each one, now it is green, now it is yellow, according to the background. And I stay there, I see it displaying various colors. All of you are true and correct. So there is to live under the tree and know. And when it is, another example Sri Ramakrishna gives is somebody is a dyer. He dyes clothes. So people used to go and give them their clothes. They will say, I want this to be colored green. He will dip in a tub and take it out. It has turned into green. He gives away. Another wants to red. He dips in the same tub and gives it away. It's red. Oh, yours is colored red. And one person will be waiting and see whatever people come and ask for the color. He dips in the same tub and gives it away, telling this is the your color. And then he asks, what is the color of the container in the tub? He says it's colorless. Whatever color you want, it will give. This is another example Swami says. And when we finally come to a conclusion, God is like an ocean. Infinite. In ocean, it can constant waves are coming up. Each wave is an incarnation of God, suppose. One wave is Rama, another wave is Krishna, another wave is Durga, another wave is Shiva. Now, one may like one type of wave, another may like another type of wave. In whichever way you dive, you enter the same ocean. One ocean is appearing in many waves as many ways as many waves. So here all the clarification, ocean and the wave. No wave can be there without the ocean behind. Ocean can be there without waves, but waves cannot be there without ocean. Behind Rama, there is that infinite Satchidananda Sagara. The Satchidananda appearing as Rama, Satchidananda appearing as Krishna, Satchidananda appearing in various forms, in various ways. So here we see the variations are just the same one reality appearing as many. In Hinduism, there is no conflict regarding the forms. It can take any form. Now, can you restrict the form of the wave in the ocean? It can take any form. It goes on, every form is changing. There were since innumerable millions of years, the ocean is moving about in waves. No two waves seem to be tallying. But there are waves and innumerable, countless. That's what the earlier you see how many Krishnas are hanging in the tree of Brahman, the absolute existence. The same thing. How many waves are there? in the ocean? So many forms. The wave is taking, the ocean is taking different forms as ocean, waves. Similarly, God can take any number of forms. The ocean remains ocean only. When there is a wave also, ocean is ocean. When it is silent and without wave also, the ocean is ocean. Ocean is not going to exhaust by projecting a form. The Satchidananda, the absolute existence remains the same thing. The ocean of consciousness remains the same. A projection, a wave has come up as Rama, another as a Christ, or in another form, in various ways it projects. But ocean is not going to be affected by the wave that it is projecting, or wave can be there without the ocean. Wherever we see in Hinduism, people think there are why so many forms of gods, why so many gods they say. Not even use the term form behind. Why so many gods in Hinduism? We never get that confusion. Why there are forms? Because one is appearing as many. One ocean. Then suddenly anybody asks me why there are so many waves in the ocean. Does it affect ocean? Does it affect the seer? Nothing. It is taking forms. Let there be. Let there be varieties. That each man starts liking one wave or the other. So whichever wave he loves and enters, he enters into the same ocean. A Christian may enter Christ as his Ishtadevata, chosen deity, and enter the same ocean as the Hindu loves Krishna or Rama and enters the same ocean. So Sri Ramakrishna finally sees the Satchidananda, the absolute existence, the unchanging eternal reality in which the universes appear and disappear. That Brahman, the absolute existence, alone exists. All forms appear and merge back in the same. Each wave comes up and we are all ripples in the same ocean. The avatars are huge waves. We are all small ripples in each of the waves. So the acceptance of with form or without form, both are right. Ocean is ocean. With form, you can say it's formless. You can see the form and say it is with form. Water is water. Yam, smiling. You are as infinite as He of whom we have been talking. Truly, no one can fathom your depth. He is intimately involved in Sri Ramakrishna's life and Leela. The divine play is going on, and him and all these people, the inner and outer circle, they are intimately, and every bit of his life, every bit of his talk, every moment of his, they are watching and wondering at it. There is no flaw anywhere. There is no defect anywhere. And he is like a extremely simple, like a child. No assuming. No anything changing. No contempt anywhere. No word of belittling, accepting everything as it is, showing the reality. You see him showing the reality again and again. He has not condemned or shown defect in any of the religion or any path to God. He has passed through everyone as insider. Suppose Christianity, Islam. When he practiced Christianity, Islam, which are aligned to us, he was he practiced it as an insider, not as an outsider studying it. He became a Christian and saw what is the end. He was totally, his psychological, his bodily, his food habits, his life, everything was such that he himself has become that Islamic person in every bit. So, in that state, in that way, he approaches God and realizes and finally says, all are going to the same end. We are different paths alone. We begin at one place and reach the same end. Summit is same, like a huge hill. We are climbing from different directions, different places. We are climbing and reaching the same summit. When we climb, the difference between, when we go to the ultimate end, we see there is no difference between any two religions, any two ways of understanding God, whether it is Dvaita, Vishishta-Dvaita, Advaita, whether it is God with form, without form, or any particular form, it doesn't matter. So here we see he is so much intimately he is watching his words, every bit they are doing acid test and understanding it. And these words are not mere words of appreciation, but words that has transformed a soul and making it reach the ultimate goal. He is climbing, each climb, each understanding, the old understanding of limitedness, of all restrictions he has put on himself. This is right, that is not right. This is regarding God and all things, Jiva, Jagat and Ishvara. All those Ramakrishna clearing. The old debris are being removed and new flowering trees are giving the fruits from within. And that is making him tell these words. It is not something, a praise that somebody is asked to come and speak on somebody. Now we call sometime to someone, to some professors, great people, to talk on Vivekananda. They come and speak on Vivekananda. They praise him so much. But Vivekananda is not a thing. Whole life spending at his feet, we won't be able to understand what he is. So the praises are valid, but doesn't sound it and experience one's own experience. Here he is undergoing the transformation. He is able to see through the screen on the other side. You are as infinite as he of whom we have been talking. They are talking about God with form and without form. Both are real. It is unlimited. It is eternal. It is infinite. Any number of finite can be extracted from the infinite. The infinite remains infinite all the time. Truly, no one can fathom your depth. As they approach and see, it is from ocean. gems are coming out endlessly. In new ways, new fashion, new things. Master smiling, I see you have found it out. Let me tell you one thing. One should follow various paths. One should practice each creed for a time. In a game of Satranj, a piece cannot reach the center square until it completes the circle. But once in the square, it cannot be overtaken by any other piece. So there is a play, Satranj play, it is a drawn picture. The opponents will sit with their coins and coins will move. They will put some number, they will get some number when they put the dice, and according to that they will be going. When they complete the whole circle in which it has to move and reach the center, it has finished its course. Now, nobody can cross over and throw away that as invalid. It is various ways, various pouches it passes through, various hurdles it passes through. Now, various paths to God. When you understand God in an entirety, the understanding comes, in the right understanding comes in all aspects of God. God can be realized as the transcendental reality, beyond everything, Brahman, as the immanent reality. God himself has become all this universe and other things, like mind has become a dream world in dream when we sleep. Mind alone is there, it appears as a world. It's like that this world is God has become this world, as transcendental, as immanent, as in all of the universe, as the indweller in all beings, Antaryami, as the Avatara, incarnation of God. All these aspects of God, when you understand, then some understanding of God, totally who is unlimited. He can be known and understood in any way, any possible way. This clear understanding dawns, knowing God in all its aspects. But it takes lot of time, or maybe short time with complete dedication and surrender. It is not impossible, but at least one of the aspects we must be able to hold on and finish in this very life. And we must be able to say, yes, I realize God, I am going away. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ram